Welcome to Consecutive Interpretation Webinar 1. What you will first see in this webinar is a consecutive interpretation workshop that was taught to a live group of students. In consecutive interpretation, the person expressing the message and the interpreter take turns. When working in the consecutive mode, the interpreter may take notes to accurately remember the message and render it faithfully in the other language. The following are the subjects of the class. What exactly is note-taking for interpreters? A comparison between note-taking and shorthand. Optimal tools for note-taking for interpreters. How to get the best out of your stenopad to save time. How to use your stenopad to apply note-taking techniques. The following note-taking techniques: verticality, shifting, been there, done that line, connectors, the recall line, negatives and opposites, emphasis and repetition, the rubber band technique. Additionally, these note-taking symbols. Whenever the workshop students are assigned exercises to master note-taking, you will have the opportunity to do these practices as well. The following 3 materials will be necessary for the exercises, so please keep them handy. 1. A voice recorder. Any type will do, either cassette or digital. Remember that many handheld devices, such as cell phones or computer tablets, offer applications to voice record. 2. A 6 inches by 9 inches stenopad. This is the optimal tool for interpreters to take notes. But if you don't have one, any notepad or sheets of paper will do. 3. 2 pens. Choose a couple that you're comfortable with to make sure you don't run out of ink. And finally, 4. A rubber band. This last tool will be useful, but is optional. When this section of the workshop and all its practices are done, you will take a 20-question multiple-choice quiz on the subjects covered. Interpretrain wishes you a great webinar, and we hope you train like you mean it.
This workshop is about consecutive interpretation, okay? That's what we're going to be working on today, on consecutive interpretation. Now, what are the things you need to be a good consecutive interpreter? Yes?
Good listener.
Good listening. You need to be able to be a good listener. Why? Why is it so important to listen? Yes?
If you cannot able to listen and soak into all that information, you will not convert that to the whatever your target language is.
Thank you. You need to be able to understand the information that you're working with. That's the number one thing for any mode of interpretation, is to listen. If you don't understand, you're not going to be able to render that message, no matter what your notes look like. Okay? So you need to be able to pay attention and to listen. What's the second thing you could do to get better at note-taking? Yes? Your memory. You have to develop your memory, okay? Your notes are just support. If you're not listening and you're not memorizing, your notes are going to be gibberish to you. It's happened to every one of us, right? You think you're taking such good notes, and you're so concentrated on your notes that when it comes time to render the message, you look at your notes and you don't know what the heck your notes mean, right? So we want to make sure that we're listening and we're paying attention and that we're doing the memory, active listening. We're going to go into listening in the afternoon. What else? So listening, memory, yes? That's what we're going to work on in the morning. Symbols, okay? We're going to work with symbols. Now, there's many verbs that we use constantly. Can somebody give me examples of verbs that come up in regular speech all the time? Sorry? to have, to take, to go, to get, to be, what else? To hear. So these are the words that we're going to have a symbol ready for. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to drill these symbols. But there's something that many people forget, and we're going to get into is the first thing we're going to do this morning, which are the techniques. Okay? The techniques. Now, there are two authors that are the fathers of note-taking for interpreters. Okay? The first one is Rosan. His name is Jean-Francois. This is the squiggly thing, Rosan. And the other one is Andrew Gillis. Has anybody ever heard of these two people? Yes. There's a book out there that everything that you need is actually in your notes. So you're not going to have any issues with this. You don't need to worry about that. It's in your notebook, okay, in your manual. Both of them have a book where they teach you how to take notes, and they teach you techniques. Now, this is what everybody was always thinking, symbols. I need to learn the symbols. But the techniques will save you a lot of time, okay? Jean-Francois Rosan and Andrew Gillis have developed note-taking techniques that will make your notes clearer to you and will make you save time. And that's what the first thing that we're going to do here today, okay? So, before we get onto those techniques, I want you to be able to learn how to use your notepad. So I want everybody to take their notepad, and everybody has a rubber band on their desk. Okay. I want you to open up your notepad, and in one flap, I want you to put your rubber band, as so. Okay? Everybody with me? On the back of one flap, you put your rubber band. Now, this is the proper way to use your notepad. Do you see how your steno pad is divided in half? Why is that? Thank you, Maria. You're going to first write on this side. When you're finished with this side, you're going to go on to the other side. Okay, now there's a reason for this, and we're going to look into that technique. It's called verticality. When you start writing vertically, there's all types of techniques that open up for you. Okay, so I want you to make a very big effort to write first on this side, and when you're finished, you write on this side. Now, what happens when you're done with this whole page? You would finish this side, and then you went on to this side, and you're done with this page. What do we do? Do I do this? No. I'm going to flip I'm done with this page, I flip it, and I don't use the back. I go to the next page. Why?
Because then it's more time, it consumes more time.
Thank you very much. It's less time consuming. Look at the difference. Every second counts. You know this, right? So if I'm writing here, I'm finished, and I go like this, it's not as effective as if I go like this. Okay? So you're only going to write on one part. You're going to write on this side, you're going to finish this side, you're going to start on this side. When you're done, you're going to flip the page, and you're going to start on this new page, not the back of the page. Now, what happens when I'm done with the whole thing? Then I turn the notebook, and I start on the back pages. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. Now, why is the rubber band such a cool idea? What do I do with this rubber band? You won't get confused, but why don't you get confused? What do you do with a rubber band? And then the judge says, okay, we're going to take a recess, okay? Or if you're a medical interpreter, you finish that case. You're going to take your rubber band, and you're going to put it around the pages that you've already used. So even if you close your notepad, you immediately can go to the place. You don't have to make people wait for you to get to that place.